All right, I kind of got wrenching here, and I didn't really take my time in making a video. I haven't put this retainer clip on quite yet, but I did notice a couple things. We got our air injectors and we got our fuel injectors all cleaned up. They're all tested all the way back to stock spec. They were, number 6 was, well, particularly bad, which wasn't really a surprise. You can see on this side I just loosely stuck the rail on. I haven't put it in yet, but we're going to put them back on, match the way they were. Don't anticipate any issue here. It wasn't an issue on the other side. We did know that number 6 was not, that was kind of our problem child, and I noticed something as I was putting back the plug here, and that's that this plug is actually broken. I put the clip back in, but it feels tight. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna zip tie that in there really good and tight. I'm wondering if that wasn't contributing to some of the problem. The other ones all seem fine. I didn't even notice this until we went to put it all back together. But basically putting it back together, reverse the way we took it apart. Gonna put it back on, fire this up, and see if we get our full RPM. All right, water's on. New injectors, new air injectors. First start. Let's see what we get. Probably will. We'll find out. In fact, I'm going to crank it a couple times. All right, you ready? Hang on, we got something leaking like crazy over here. All right, this injector is leaking like a sieve here, Dad. Center one. All right, we're gonna have to address that. All right, start number 2. Took it out and reseated it. See what we get this time.
Oh, no, stop.
Where's it coming out?
Right way behind it.
Yeah, it's that same injector, right?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know. All right, new O-rings came in. Put them on number 3, which was leaking. So first test here, I'm going to go just turn the key on and pressurize the system. I did find, before I pressurize it, I did find on the top O-ring for number 3, I don't know whether this happened with my install or what, you can see it had gotten pinched. So that's a good bet that's where the leak was coming from. So I only put the O-rings on the one cylinder. All the rest of them didn't seem to be leaking. So the system's pressurized. Number 3's not leaking anymore. I don't see any other ones leaking. They all seem to be dry. I don't see anything here that's leaking, so I think I'm going to go ahead and hook up the water. We're going to try and start it. All right, water's on. Here we go. Fuel rails were empty. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting fuel in there. if there's a fuel rail purge I'm supposed to be doing. Guess I better figure this out. All right, let me tinker around a little bit. All right, I tried something simple before I get complicated. I just squeezed the ball till it was good and hard. Let's see if that helped. Guess it did. I guess that's all it was. Leaking. All right, I think we're good. All right, today's going to be a prop experiment day. This is 21 pitch prop we've had on this boat. Last year I was only getting 4,300, maybe 4,400 RPM out of this boat with some intermittent cylinder drops. So we had the fuel rails ultrasonic cleaned, both the air injectors and fuel injectors. Got it back. We ran this boat a few days ago, and it was 4660, but consistent. This is a 5250 motor, so we know we're way over propped. I did do some lookup on this boat. It's a 91. I found an old Popular Mechanics article that said this boat at that time in a shootout that they had done was with a vintage 91-150 on it, was hitting 49 miles an hour. We haven't been able to get that. We've been getting about 45 out of it. I would think a new Opti should outperform it. I had a 19 pitch on this at one point. I did get 4,800 RPM out of that. Again, going back to that article, I never could find any specs on what they actually put on it. So anyway, I went on Mercury's prop selector, put in our RPM and what pitch prop we have now, and their suggestion was a 14-inch 17 pitch 4-blade prop. I couldn't find one, but I did find a 14.5 3-blade 17 stainless on Craigslist for a great deal. So I went and picked that up this morning. We're going to put it on, go do some fishing, hit the water, and see how that prop behaves.